Hi everyone. Today I'll be making you go through a quick 15-minute workout with just one dumbbell. And you can do this anytime, any place, but the only equipment you need is one dumbbell. Now make sure that that dumbbell weight is decent enough, because I will be demonstrating to you some exercises which can be done unilaterally or bilaterally. When I mean the word unilateral, means just using one limb at a time, and bilateral means both the sides. So let's get started with the workout. So the first exercise happens to be the flat dumbbell chest press. Now I will be demonstrating this particular exercise in two ways. One, where I will be holding the dumbbell in one hand at a time and will be changing hands. That is making the exercise more challenging, because it is going to challenge my stabilizers, it is going to challenge my core as well. The other one would be a little easier version, where I'll be holding the dumbbell with both my hands, which makes the exercise little more easy. So let's get started with the exercise. I'll be taking a supine position. My elbow is slightly lower than the shoulder, and I push it up. Do the stipulated number of reps. Now I'll be demonstrating with both the hands. So if the single hand is challenging, you can do it with both the hands. Make sure you flare the elbows a little wide, so chest is working. If you keep your elbows closed also, it's fine. This will work more of the triceps. If you want to work the chest more, try and take the elbows wide, but see to it that the elbows are lower than the shoulder. The next exercise in this routine happens to be the squat. Now we are doing something called as a goblet squat, where you are holding the dumbbell in front of your chest. So this is how the exercise goes. You hold the dumbbell in front of you. So dumbbell is almost a part of the body. You don't hold the dumbbell too far. Keep it close, keep your feet shoulder width apart, and you do your stipulated reps of the squat. The next exercise is the bend over dumbbell row. Now the prerequisite for this exercise is that your bend over or the hip hinge position has to be flawless. If you are able to do that, then you'll surely be able to do this exercise. I will be demonstrating the exercise unilaterally and bilaterally. So here it is. This is the easier version, where I'm holding the dumbbell with both my hands, getting into a proper hip hinge position and rowing the dumbbell towards my belly button. Try to keep your core activated, cervical neutral, and spine as neutral as possible. If this is easy, you can always do it with one hand. Challenge your core. Either keep your hand on the side, on the hip, whichever is convenient, and maintaining that same position, you are doing a row. See to it that the shoulder doesn't drop down, keep it there. The next exercise in our routine happens to be the wide squat. Now I will be performing this exercise holding the dumbbell in two different positions. Let's have a look. I'm holding the dumbbell more horizontal, taking a proper wide stance and doing my stipulated reps. Trying to keep my spine neutral, working my inner thighs and my quads, glutes and hamstrings. Now I will be holding the dumbbell more vertical. Now if you notice, for a person like me who has a good amount of mobility and flexibility, because the dumbbell is being straight, it is restricting my range of motion. So depending upon your fitness levels, your mobility and flexibility levels, you should hold the dumbbell either vertical or horizontal. So the last exercise of this routine happens to be working the biceps, triceps and the shoulders. I have named this exercise as a bicep curl to a shoulder press. Let's have a look at the exercise. I start by keeping the dumbbells in front of me. I flex the elbows, contract my biceps, and then I take the dumbbell straight up over my head, working the shoulders and the triceps. I have to keep my spine neutral at all points of time during this movement. So first it's an elbow flexion, then it's a shoulder flexion, elbow extension, which is working all these three muscles. Keep your spine neutral at all points of time, which is very important. So guys, those were my 5 exercises with just one dumbbell. I had taken a 10 kg. You can decide your own weight, but please make sure that your form and technique is not compromised at all. This is to be performed by people who are aware of techniques for these particular exercise. You can decide your rep range depending upon your fitness levels and depending upon the time available to you. I hope you try this workout and let me know how was your experience. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.